Mom, turn the lights off. I'm doing stuff.
Yep, that's me. In the red. No, not her, that's my sister. You. Really? Is that the best shot you have of me? Okay, that's better. Where was I now? Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, to understand that, we might have to take it back a little. Back to when everything was so much simpler. Before I was making pies with these hooligans, before all the exams and the college admissions, and before I knew what a pena was. Let's take a look at how I grew to become the person I am today, and who might have helped me along the way.
My first impression of Jack was I'm not allowed to swear, right? Jack is one funny motherfucker, I swear. Literally, I have never had anything bad to say about Jack.
My name is Jack Barkat, and I was born on March 27, 2004, which means I share a birthday with Mariah Carey and Quentin Tarantino. But between the two of them, I like to think I take after the latter.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
Because it's so much fun, Jan. Get it?
I've always been an entertainer at heart, having always tried to impact people or make them laugh to varying degrees of success.
You like my mailbox simulator? Metal Gear Solid 5 did have a good ending.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been making videos for fun. For the most part, these are just recordings of my friends and I messing around.
Oh hi, I'm Wecker.
But as time went on, I started to take video production more seriously. It went from just recording and editing these short videos for my friends and I to laugh at,
Searching for my lost sales.
to these low production value short films that, albeit had the same purpose in mind.
The security guard is gone. I can finally make my chance.
I started off just doing that, recording and editing, but it didn't take me that long before I became more comfortable in front of the camera as much as behind it.
Man, I got the eggs! I eat snacks! I fart too much! Like this!
What was my first impression of Jack? I'm gonna be honest, I thought he was kind of weird, because I met him in, like, I want to say 3rd grade, not even, probably before that. But he just seemed kind of, like, energetic, a little weird, but, you know, everyone's energetic when they're young, so.
My name is Jack Barkat. I would like to introduce my mom and my sister.
Ever since I was a kid, there was always something a little different about me. I was really hyperactive back in elementary school, always throwing things around and making a scene in class.
So my favorite memory of John Jack is this time we were in 4th grade. This ended in me being called to the office, but don't worry, it wasn't that big of a deal. There was 2 kids trying to play a police officer in the playground, as they do, but John Jack, as they tried to detain him by fake arresting him, flipped over both of them, and I thought this was the funniest thing that I've ever seen happen. These kids amounted to nothing, but it's okay. It's funny that that happened, and I think that's probably one of my favorite memories. I mean, those kids deserved it. They had it coming.
As a matter of fact, I probably ended up spending more time in the principal's office than I actually did in class. It was almost paradoxical. I was one of the least well-adjusted kids in class, but teachers always pointed out how mature I apparently was for my age. I remember hearing one say that I was an 8-year-old kid you could have an adult conversation with. But that was elementary school. Over the next couple of years, I'd start to calm down a little, outside of a couple of, incidents We don't talk about what happened on May 1st, 2015. For the most part, when I got to high school, I was just a part of the class. I often had something to say, but I was much more reserved Jack from the boy who almost exclusively wore neon-colored shirts to school for 3 whole years. God, what was I thinking? It wasn't until my later years of high school that I really began to come into my own. Between joining a lot of clubs like the MYO at my church, that's where we made the pies, and I somehow got into National Honor Society and Skills USA, both responsibilities I took very seriously.
My hands are high, my feet are low, and this is how I popsicle.
As well as that, I started to dedicate more of my time to my hobbies, such as cooking, kayaking over the summer, and getting really good at gaming. Like, really, really good at gaming. Like, really. Okay, I almost got that guy! Give me a break! On top of all of that, I've just been getting out more. Spending more time with my core friend group, as well as some new friends I've met along the way.
Dr. Peeber! Exactly what she said. Oh, shit.
Been around, listen, rock is so comfortable now. Been a hell of a ride.
Jack was just kind of there when I was born. I don't really know. I was kind of born. They're like, wow, this one's not as good as Jack, but I was there.
My personal impression of John Jack, or Jack, if you will, was he was kind of just a chill lad. You know, we bonded. We both like Lego Star Wars. Anything that had to do with superheroes, Marvel. It was a great time.
Honestly, the first person of John Jack was, this man is definitely the realest person that I know. Like, when I see a friend and I think of John Jack, I think of someone who will be there for me when I need him most, and someone who won't even disregard any of my thoughts because he thinks different. No matter what, this man will be there for me, no matter if he agrees with my decisions or not.
Who the heck is this Arab dude, and why is he at my house?
It was so long ago, I think I just saw a lot of myself in you. And I say that a lot to people, but I really mean it when I say it about you. There was like this feeling I got, like a connection.
3 words I would describe Jack as, funny.
Funny?
Probably funny.
Fun.
The golden child?
Derek must be eliminated.
That's 4 words. Not this very bit.
I'm disappointed in that one.
Energetic.
Devious.
Smart.
Smart.
Intelligent.
Pain in the ass.
And really relaxed.
And a bit nerdy.
Probably realistic. An Arab. Or Mexican. He could be Mexican this entire time, but I'm almost certain he is Arab. Or is he?
How Mexican am I? How Mexican do you think I am, man?
Probably about 27%. Maybe that's a little bit low.
Where does that number come from?
I don't know. The mustache really gives off a Mexican vibe.
What?
You know. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, none of us know what you're talking about, man.
Well, that's it, Jack. I'm jealous of your mustache. I want to become Mexican. That'd be like a dream to me, but sadly, my dad decided to be a German, and then my mom was Polish, and I never got a beautiful mustache that I could call myself. I would probably name it Gerald, but I don't have that option. So, his mustache.
What?
Alright, cut.
How do you go to...
In 10 years, I have no clue what you want to do, but I'm betting you're either going to be dead or you're going to be working with a video game company or something like that. I know you're really good with computers, so.
5 to 10 years. Where do I think John?
I don't know. I have like a strange feeling that Jack will become like a family man in like 10 years. Like I feel like he'll have like 1,000 kids and a lovely wife or husband. And
I think John Jack will be...
In 5 to 10 years, I'd say Jack is probably gonna be working in some sort of like Bethesda or some sort of video game company. That's at least my educated guess.
5 to 10 years? Ah, man. I could see you easily being a graphic designer for a video game. One of the most popular games, in my opinion, that I think you would love would be Doom. Personally, seeing him as a graphic designer and probably one of the main focuses in creating the brand new characters for the game, I could see him being a lead role in that and probably being a very well-established person in the gaming developing world.
10 years? Well, anything could happen. A lot can happen in 10 years. I would assume you had graduated college probably in the field of either like computer science or like filming or something. But or filmmaking, something like that. I definitely see him being in like the gaming industry, working in that industry in years' time. I don't know. He seems like the type of person to live in a place that like doesn't exist, like probably Nebraska or something. I predict the future of success in gaming.
Well and alive, but there's a good chance he is slightly injured.
In 5 to 10 years, I think Jack will probably be like absurdly successful in some random, obscure like profession. He'd probably like make one video game that accidentally got really popular. Like he made it as a joke and then people like actually started liking it. Probably in Florida. I don't know why. Or like Alaska.
And maybe missing 3 limbs. And that is all.
How has Jack impacted my life? I'd say he's allowed me to get closer to more people in our circle through our middle school project of Legends of Zeratin. That allowed me to connect more with him and just kind of the people that he connects with.
Jack has impacted my life in like ways that he probably hasn't even realized. I sometimes feel as though that I don't know how to word it. Jack has a lot more empathy than a lot of people that I know. So, I've never felt like I couldn't talk to Jack. Like I always felt like I could talk to Jack because he has like so much empathy and he knows how to sympathize, unlike Grace.
John Jack's impacted my life in many ways. Some being devious and some being funny. I think the best combination I can say is that John Jack has impacted my life to the maximum. Final answer, maximum.
Honestly, well, one time when I was 8 at camp, my grandmother walked up to me and was just like, Grace, Jack's my favorite, right? That impacted me pretty negatively, gonna be honest. Other than that, it's a pretty cool dude.
Why do I choose to associate with Jack? Number 1, because he's my cousin and I have no choice. Number 2, because I feel like he has a lot more in common with me than I have with my cousin Grace. So sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna go hang out with Jack because I want to talk about real life issues instead of just talking about horses. I love Grace. Don't get me wrong. I love both of my cousins equally.
I choose to associate with John Jack for one major reason. That major reason being that we can do unspeakable things nobody will ever know about.
Because he and I share the same interests. We're both into video gaming. He showed me VR games, which was very cool. He's a great person to be around too. He's very nice.
I refuse to use his bathroom for reasons that we don't need to disclaim. Next question.
What do I think Jack's best quality is? I'd probably have to say his determination, because when he sets his eye on something, for example, our middle school project, he was very focused in on it and he wanted to complete it. And I think that is very admirable too.
Now this is a good question. The fact that he has multiple personalities. He reminds me of my favorite character in the Marvel show, Moon Knight, who has 3 personalities. John Jack is much like him, except he does not have a white suit, except he does have one, but that's not for being Moon Knight. That is for being part of something greater. I approve this message.
There's a lot. Jack is always nice to people. I don't think I've ever heard Jack talk shit about anybody. Like, maybe in like a joking manner, but truly I've never heard Jack just want someone to just die.
Destin. Next.
That's all the questions, actually. Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
I have no idea where I'm going to be a year, 2 years, a decade from now, but I know one thing for sure. People who've been along with me all throughout this journey of mine that have really helped me to become the person that I am today. I wouldn't be the same without any of that. And while I certainly have a long way to go from here, I truly believe I'm well on my way to becoming the best possible version of myself.
Now we can both eat half of it.
I just want you to remember one thing. Derek must be eliminated.
Sounds pretty ambitious. Why are you making it?
We need money.
Oh.
I've been escaping the authorities for 6 whole days. It's been nothing but hell.